Okay, so today we're going to be going over the top 10 most broken units in all of Dokkan history in lieu of Beast Gohan coming out. We're just going to straight get into the list because, it's going to be, I don't know how long this video is going to be. Anyways, these are honorable mentions, right? Honorable mentions. 1, we got AGL Super Vegito, we got STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you got Blue Kaioken Goku, and then you got STR Cooler. Now these units all dominated their meta landscape shortly after they came out. For example, AGL Super Vegito was extremely dominant right as soon as we got out of the STR Gogeta meta. He kind of took the mantle from STR Gogeta, who was just dominant, broken unit. Super Saiyan 4 Goku was like the hardest hitting unit in the game for a decent bit. Well, he was the hardest hitting. He was the hardest hitting unit that most people had, right? Because technically LR Gohan was the hardest hitting unit, who came out 2 weeks after him, but nobody had LR Gohan. That was when LRs were like rarer than diamonds or whatever. But yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, very, very hard, great unit, definitely one of the units that definitely dominated. And Blue Kaioken Goku, man, you could go like when he released or when he got his EZA, because both of them, he just does jaw-dropping damage, like damage that shouldn't upon its release seems like disgusting, broken, like retarded, just stupid amounts of damage. And then STR Cooler, man, everybody knows what STR Cooler, it's STR Cooler, man. Supports, damage, yeah. We'll just roll past them, right? I don't have to really explain Cooler that much. Boom, number 10. Bulma, right? Now, Bulma, man. Bulma's support, I would say, is in contention for the most broken thing in this entire game, right? Like, I didn't want to put her higher because she's not, relative to her, meta landscape, to the meta of the other, powerful units. I don't think she was as powerful as the units above her, but her support is just broken, man. The fact that highlighted the wrong line. The support is just broken. It is what it is, right? The support's broken. She's got guard. She's got damage reduction. She's just good. She's just good. She's just like the ultimate defensive unit, right? She doesn't really have a single flaw. These things matter, right? The fact that, she's got a really good active skill that, just full heals you, The turn 7 is not the greatest restriction, but, at least there's only one restriction, right? And these events in Dokkan are getting longer and longer. Like Beast Gohan just came out, and he's like a 10 turn fight easy, right? It's just Bulma, her support's broken. There's not really much else to say, right? We all know what Bulma does. She's just a very strong, very good option that will probably forever be relevant. But that's Bulma. Number 9 is the 8th year anniversary GT duo, who are just broken. First of all, they got this is probably the best 2023 leader skill in the game, right? Yeah, I would say it's between them and obviously AGL Vegito Blue, but this leader skill has almost everything you want on it, man. It's just so good. But we all know this unit's recent enough that we all kind of know what they do, right? They build up their damage reduction. They get a lot of supers. They tank very well. They got great links. You just go through it. But what makes them broken, right? What makes them one of the most broken units ever is the revive, right? The fact that they can just revive basically for free, right? You have to be under 50% HP, which is it's amazing how easy this is in difficult content, man. It feels almost free to get this up. And then you just pop him, and then he just just gives you a sensu bean. And in events where, items are limited, that type of stuff matters a lot. And then he does a lot, especially if you can get them stacked up with their super attacks and base, with our greatly stacking attack on their 18 key and stacking attack on their 12 key. They're just, this will hit like a freight train, man. I've seen this thing do 30, 40, 50 million damage easy. It's a broken ability. Revivals, when LR Evolution Blue Vegeta and AGOUI Goku came out, they intentionally made revivals hard to get because of this, right? When you add a very easy restriction to a revival where that's super easy to pop. It takes away a piece of difficulty, right? Because I mean, what are their bosses gonna do? Right, this will forever be relevant. This revive, like even when this unit is like a last unit you're bringing on a team, they will still have lots of value because of this revive. That's so powerful, and not to mention just the finish skill that does so much damage on top of it. And they're supporting. This is an insane amount of support. 80% attack. Are you kidding me? He's just broken. And then, you know, I mean, not just a very, very, very balanced unit, obviously. Not really. Yeah, but that's them. They're broken, right? Number 8 is Orange Piccolo, right? Who is, I mean, Orange Piccolo has another one of the most broken abilities in the game. So, first of all, Orange Piccolo, right? Incredibly strong defensive turn 1 if you have his intro, right? He's got this damage reduction, which is really good. He's got the LR Gohan key mechanic, just, you know, because why not? Builds up with hits, which is like one of the best ways, especially now where bosses are hitting more than ever before. It's just a very good way to build up, right? It's probably better than building up with attacks now. He's very strong. Once you get him fully built up, he'll be doing like 20 million attack stats. He gives allies 2 ki, which is actually very relevant. I swear, this more often than not is a very tangible effect of LR Orange Piccolo's kit. And then if you pop this, you win basically. He'll have 50% damage reduction. He'll fully heal you, and you know, I mean, you're just sitting pretty. He'll have 50% damage reduction, right? But then, I mean, if you get Orange Piccolo out, you basically you have complete and utter control over the fight, man. Like the difficulty, the chances of you losing go from like triple digit percentage to like single digit percentage. It's insane how much Orange Piccolo can control a fight, because you can get Orange Piccolo out for 2 turns and a max of 3 turns, right? And the damage he's doing in these turns is not insignificant. Like, right, he can do 27 super attacks, and you know, he can, if he crits on all of them, I mean, he can do like 2 million per. I mean, that's what you can do, like 50 million damage easy, right? Like, very, very fair and balanced. It's a great condition, right? Superheroes is the best team in the game right now, so I mean, that's obviously dominant. And then turn 6, if you're only facing one enemy, very, very good restriction. And once he gets out of Orange Piccolo, I mean, what does he do? He cancels the boss's ability to oppose you, right? They can't super attack you. They can't, you know, do stupid AoEs. They can't heal. They can't do all these things that make them annoying. Any potential super attack effects that they could hit you with, nah, they can't do them. Man, Orange Piccolo, he's just not balanced. Put that in conjunction with his leader skills very good. You know, he's one of the leaders, one of the many leaders for the best team in the game. I mean, you're just sitting pretty, right? Like, he's just very, very, very good. But that's number 8. Number 7, Tech Ultimate Gohan. Now, if you were playing at Tech Ultimate Gohan's peak, bro, Tech Ultimate Gohan broke the rules of Dokkan, right? He single-handedly made, like, guard units, stacking units, all these type of units wonky for, like, a period of, like, 3 years. From, like, 2020 to 2023, all these units were, like, weird, or they had weird restrictions, or they had weird gimmicks to their kits, and that's all because Tech Ultimate Gohan, he just came out and he greatly stacked, and then he had guard. Just guaranteed guard. And he broke the rules. He literally, if you probably ask like whoever makes these units at Dokkan, what the single biggest mistake in this game's history was, like, in terms of a release character, it's Tech Ultimate Gohan is easily up there. He is broken, right? Like, you just got to have been playing with him when he was like when he was the it factor, because his links were not great. His links were terrible when he came out, right? But then, like, a month or 2 after he came out, the link level update came out and made all these links like good, right? Because, like, half of these links were just terrible. And now, like, you get the link level update, and now you're kind of cooking with them, right? They're a lot better. The link level update saved so many of these units, man. Like, STR Cooler is another prime example. Like, STR Cooler was great, but then the link level update made him a god, right? And you just go through it. Like, these villains, like, the link level update is up there for in contention with one of the best updates in Dokkan history. But yeah, I mean, it's just, he's very, very fair, very, very balanced. I mean, you just go through it, and, like, Beast Gohan, I mean, not Beast Gohan, god, Tech Ultimate Gohan, I mean, he broke the rules. Like, he literally broke the rules. Like, I remember using this guy, his team, Saviors and Hybrid Saiyans, to take down Extreme Tech, Super Tech Extreme Super Battle Road when that first came out, and Tech Ultimate Gohan dominated. Like, he's just him. He is him, right? Like, I mean, you just go through it. But I mean, greatly stacked plus guard. Like, what do you do? When he gets an EZA, watch out. You're not gonna be ready. They're gonna have to balance the hell out of him. Otherwise, he's just gonna go straight back up there to be a god. But yeah, that's Tech Ultimate Gohan number 7. Number 6, you got the Blue Fusions, which peak Blue Fusions. I mean, you can even talk about their EZAs, but like when they first came out, pre-EZA, like when they initial release 5th year anniversary, this was probably the most fun like time to ever play Dokkan in history. Like the Blue Fusion meta, where you're just going through the legendary Goku event, you know, and you're just stacking these guys up, and they're doing so much damage, and they're just being broken, right? The bosses didn't cancel dodge. You just throw these guys in slot 3, do their active skills, and they're just dominating. And the most fun time ever to play Dokkan. I'm not kidding you. Their animations were so far, like, the animations were looking great for like a year before the Blue Fusions came out, but this was the first anniversary where like the super omega good animations came out. Their animations were just jaw dropping. These are probably the best selling units in this game's history. Like, obviously I can't fact check that. I have no idea, but I mean, you look back on it, like, these two units are why the 5th year anniversary is so heavily, you know, smiled upon, because these units are some of probably top 3 of, you know, the community's favorite of releases in history. They had good restrictions. They had good they had good transformation conditions. They had good everything. Like, the leader skills was this leader skill of Final Trump Card or Last Resort, which, you know, sounds way better, was, I mean, probably the most fun like team in the game at that point, right? That and maybe, you know, Kamehameha, which came out. But I mean, then you get their EZA, and then, you know, they got it last year, and they're just so good. They're so good still, right? Like, as long as you can get a boss that doesn't do stupid AoEs, they're cooking. It's just a Blue Fusion hype train where they're just sawing through the enemy. Easily one of the better top 3 releases in terms of Dokkan in history, like, easily. And they were broken, right? Like, obviously they did so much damage. They had great defense. Not great defense. They had good enough defense to get by, right? And, you know, they're just really, really strong. One of the better designed units in terms of like better designed anniversary units, right? But yeah, I mean, super hype, omega hype. But yeah, that's the Blue Fusions. Great. They were number 6. Then you got number 5. You know, top 5 right here. You got Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who, upon his initial release, was great. All world. The 70% chance to counter super attacks was so strong. There was no like Super Battle Road yet. Actually, let me fact check that. I don't think there was. Yeah. Super Battle Road hadn't come out yet. I think Super Battle Road came out in like October of 2017. But yeah, or maybe it was November. But I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, like, his team was great. Yeah, his super attack effect was great. Lowering extreme class enemies was great. He did really good damage. He was really fun to use. He dominated on another units who's on this list, their team, and just a great release. Very fun, very strong. Like you could bring this guy and then units that weren't even on the leader scale and just dominate, like units that weren't even on his leader scale. Like not just tech type units, not like any unit, and you'd still be fine because you just have the overwhelming power of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who just dominated. He was so strong. I loved this guy when he came out. Then an unfortunate thing about him was this EZA, man. His EZA was good, but like just the time, right? The time where he came out was unfortunate for him. But that's number 5. Number 4, you got Tech Vegito Blue, man. Tech Vegito Blue's like this meta, like one of the like I wouldn't say it was one of the better metas, but it was one of the more iconic metas. Whoops, where Tech Vegito Blue just buzzsawed through everything. He did so much damage. Him and Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and then LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who came out, they ran rock shot through every single like event in this game, right? They were so good. It was just, oh man, it was really fun. And his team, right? His team was kind of wonky because unlike physical Vegeta Blue, he doesn't have prepared for battle, right? But I mean, it just didn't matter because Tech Vegeta Blue just did so much damage and the enemy was dead, right? Like when you go Ooga Booga, like like damage, this is that type of unit you want. Like damage, man. His peak, I don't think it was matched by any other unit. Like I think APT wise, LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku was a little better at that point, but Tech Vegito Blue, man, he was all world. And the fact that you could run him on the same team, yeah. And this is another unit who's EZA, man. They should have done the boy justice, bro. This is one of the premium hype Dokkan releases, right? New Year's of 2017 with him and STR Rose, just one of the better releases ever, like just easily. But yeah, that's Tech Vegeta Blue, number 4. Number 3, the newest unit who is released, Beast Gohan, who is broken. To say he's broken is an understatement. Like I'd say he's a tier above every unit in the game right now, and it's not even up for debate. First of all, he leads the best team in the game, easy. Just get that out of the way. Super Heroes is the best team in the game. Thrawn, Bond of Master Disciple, Miraculous Awakening, cool, whatever. Super attack effects, good, right? Super attack effects are good, right? They're not like great, but like the fact that he raises defense for 4 turns is nice. His unit super attack, like while it's cool, it's some cool animation, it doesn't really matter, right? Like the crit chance is cool, I guess. The disable enemy action is cool, I guess, but he's not gonna take damage, so it doesn't matter, right? So, like I don't know. It's cool though, right? It's cool. But then the Beast. Tell me what type, like how iconic, how hype that passive name is. Like that's so good. The Beast Unleashed. And that's what this boy is, man. He's got, guaranteed crits, 80% damage reduction at his peak, and he can't be hurt. His active skill is the single most broken thing I've ever seen on a unit in this entire game. A million defense with guard, and a 60-80% damage reduction. Is that good? Guaranteed crits. Is that good? Is that good? Do you think that's good? Would we say that's strong? I would say that's very strong. I would say that's very incredible. Great link set. He actually has prepared for battle. Very good. He's so good. He's all world, man. He's all world. He is Mr. Worldwide. There is not a single thing Beast Gohan is bad at. He's just. I mean, you guys are seeing it, right? You're seeing all the Beast Gohan content. He's just broken. He's not fair. I don't know what you do, man. Like, how do you like even make this guy balance? Like, I mean, how do you make an event that challenges this guy? I'm at a loss, Like, who knows, man? I hope, you know, they have something, because Beast Gohan. Oof. Oof. Nah, man. But, yeah. That's number 3, Beast Gohan, broken. Number 2, LRK and Caulifla. Like, if you weren't playing when LRK and Caulifla, the debacle was out, you know, 55% LRK and Caulifla are better than every other unit in the game, rainbowed. You know, you just go through it, man. This is easily one of the most toxic releases, you know, one of the most controversial releases in this game's history, right? Because they were so far and away ahead of their time. Like, this unit came out in April of 2019, and I don't think they were not surpassed until the Blue Fusions came out at the end of January. So a full 9 months later, and you just had LRK and Caulifla just dominating, just dominate every single stage in the game, dominate everything. Just LRK and Caulifla. If you can use LRK and Caulifla, they're gonna dominate, right? The hardest event in the game at the time was the Legendary Goku event. Far and away the best unit in the game. You could get LRK and Caulifla up to 1,000,000 defense with 66% chance to dodge. Like, easy. Just easy. They dominated, right? They had a really good team. Like, this was back at a point where you could get away with these, you know, terrible yellow coin LR leader skills. I mean, they stack, they have dodge. I mean, it's like a perfect marriage, man. Like, they came out at a time where their damage was better than every other unit in the game. Their defense was way better than every other unit in the game. They did so many additionals. They had a great team. They just dominated. This is another unit who, hey, Dokkan, you know, they made their EZA not, you know, super broken busted because of how good they were when they first came out. They were definitely a mistake, right? Like, I don't think they were as big of a mistake as Tech Ultimate Gohan, but definitely LRK and Caulifla were a mistake. And one of the most controversial, toxic, you know, I said it, but like, they're just, you had to be playing. People would have wars on LRK and Caulifla versus, you know, LR Gohan and Goten, the Family Kamehameha unit, or LR Broly, man, or like all these units. And it didn't help that Pure Saiyans was far and away the best team in the game. Like, what was it? Physical transforming Vegeta. Like, I don't think he was that crazy, but I mean, especially because, you know, his leader skill was only 150 to Pure Saiyans, but like, it didn't matter because Pure Saiyans was so far and away the best team in the game. Like, they had every good unit. Like, Pure Saiyans had every good unit in the game at one point. At this, you know, unit's peak, and it certainly made them broken. And then you had easily the most broken unit who's ever released in this game's history, STR Gogeta. Although I think it's close. I mean, Beast Gohan and Kale and Caulifla, they're there, but you gotta give the nod to STR Gogeta, who just like absolutely just put Dokkan on lock, right? Like, your account, you either had it, like, you know, there's the meme, you either had STR Gogeta or you didn't. Your account was either worth something or it was worthless. Like, STR Gogeta is everything, right? Best leader skill in the all types, right? Like, imagine Beast Gohan right here, right? Imagine his leader skills just, you know, all types or all allies, just 200% attack and defense. That would be easily the best leader skill in the game, and that's what STR Gogeta was when he came out. Best damage in the game. He was super effective against every single boss, meaning he couldn't be slowed down. I mean, Dokkan events were the hardest, you know, types of, you know, events in the game at this point, and STR Gogeta dominated. Best link set in the game, you know, you just go through it, man. Best team in the game, obviously, you know. Who are you gonna run this team? Everyone, right? Everyone's coming. You just put your full Avengers team, and like, you had to have been playing. Like, even me, I wasn't playing during the first year anniversary. I'm probably downplaying him because he just wasn't a fair, like, you can't imagine it if you weren't there, right? STR Gogeta just wasn't fair. He's just not fair, right? He just wasn't fair. We can all agree on that. Cracked, broken, stupid, dumb, you know, big, you know, they had Global lower the rates of this guy's banner when he came out because everybody was waiting for him, right? Because everybody knew he was the best unit in the game, because everybody knew who they're summoned for, right? Which is crazy to think about, right? It's lowering summoning rates. That's insane. That's like well, first of all, I'm pretty sure it's illegal, right? It's a scam, but you know, whatever. But yeah, that's the list. Number 1 is STR Gogeta, far and away. Number 2 is Kale and Caulifla, toxic, most probably controversial unit in this game's history. Number 3 is Beast Gohan, who's just the savior of Dokkan, just broken, stupid unit. Number 4 is Tech Vegeta Blue, who quite literally ran a meta by himself. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta comes in at number 5, who also pretty much ran a meta by himself. Then number 6 are the Blue Fusions, the most fun time to ever play this game in probably history, right? The peak Blue Fusions was... Oof. And then this is number 7, Tech Ultimate Gohan, Greatly Stacked plus Guard, enough said. Number 8, Orange Piccolo transformations, puts the, cock blocks the enemy to do anything. This guy, the GT duo, who have a revive that's just broken. And then Bulma, whose support is just broken. Two turn support, not fair. Before I, quickly end this, I just wanted to say, Beast Gohan, man. This is Beast Gohan, man. He's seen enough. He can do that turn 1. He's just better than you. I'm probably gonna use this as a thumbnail because this is fire. But that's gonna do it for me. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for stopping by.